we are going to discuss the basic tools you need to start your wire wrapping journey. The first tool is a pair of needle nose pliers. These are straight pliers which do not have any ridges on the inner surface so it doesn't mar the metal. And they have a needle nose, which means a narrow nose here so you can get into tight spaces when you're wrapping and you can hold the wire and help wrap around it. I will have all of these tools linked below, and you can also find them on Etsy, anywhere online, or at craft stores like Michael and Joanne Fabric. These are a pair of bent nose pliers. You get special jewelry making ones. I just grabbed this from my local hardware store, Menards, here in Minnesota. But this helps me opening and closing jump rings, working on the thicker wire that I don't want to use my needle nose pliers for. It helps me get a tighter grip. But again, when selecting this, make sure there are no ridges on the inner surface so you don't mar your metal. Then we have a pair of flush cutters. So these are a little different from the cutters you'll get at a hardware store because the flush cutters have a flush or flat surface on one end and a divoted surface on the other. So when you cut your wire, you want the flat surface to be toward your finished product, and this other side would be your extra wire that you'd cut off because the flat surface would cut a flat wire, whereas here it would leave a sharp divoted edge, which you'd then have to file down. And the fourth pair of pliers you'll need are either round nose pliers or these bail making pliers. Now, round nose pliers come with a nose like this where it's graded. It's a cone shape graded thing. So you can wrap your wires, you can make coils, you can make your jump rings, but this doesn't have any markings on it. So you could use a permanent marker to make sure that you have the same size every time you want to you repeat the size. However, I tend to use this far more. This is a pair of bail making pliers from Beadsmith. It has 6 grades of sizes, and typically for loops like this on the top of earrings, things like that, I'll use the smallest one. If I want to make loops for the bails where the chain would go for the pendants, I would use the bigger ones. So this way I know consistently if I use this size that all of my loops will come that same size. Then of course you need a ruler. I have a few different sizes. This is a steel 8-inch ruler that I keep at my desk. It's a Mr. Pen ruler that has the conversion table at the back too. And then it has the centimeter metric system and then inches on here. And so this is a very straightforward one. I use this to measure everything. To finish your pieces, you need a file. You could use a heavy duty file again from the hardware store. This is a specifically jewelry file. You get a whole set of them and you could use them to help file the edges and so that it doesn't get caught in any skin or hair or clothing. So those are your basic tools. They don't cost very much to get you started. Obviously, there are, expensive tools for jewelry making, but this is the basic kit to get you going. Happy jewelry making!